In our modern society, we've gotten to the point where sarcopenia is a standard condition. A lot of adults accept it as normal. Some think it's even necessary for aging. Now, it was 2008 that the Department of Health and Human Services issued the first ever physical activity guidelines for Americans. These guidelines were essentially a call to action. It was the first time a federal health agency said all adults should strength train. We had never heard that before. Now, despite all the attention that strength training has received in the past 10 to 20 years, if you look at the surveys in the United States, we still see about 8 adults, 8 out of 10, report that they don't strength train on a consistent basis. In other words, 80% just don't do it. That takes us to what we describe as a strength training gap. This is the difference between what health agencies are telling us to do, adults should strength train, versus what the average person is doing. 8 out of 10 people doing absolutely nothing. Now, our clients need to understand that more than anything, what creates this gap, more than anything, it's the lack of supervision in the fitness industry. Clients, adults are expected to know what to do, how to do it, and go do it forever. So the first thing we have to do as practitioners, we have to let our clients know there's this thing called the gap out there. What you're doing with us is very unusual. Most people don't engage in this behavior. So we need to do that so that we can be more urgent. If I'm going to coach someone on continuing to work with me, I need to let them know that the solution is in the studio. The real world is the problem. So this allows me to bring urgency to that conversation when they know that they are the anomaly. They're not the normal person training with us in our studios. So what can we do as practitioners? 3 things. Number 1, always quick correct. If you have a client that misses a workout, misses a week, tells you they need to take a break from training, sooner is better when it comes to how quickly you get them back to their strength training routine. The more time they spend in the real world, the more normal it becomes for them to just not strength train. So always quick correct, and sooner is better. Always reinforce attendance. Why? Humans repeat behaviors that are reinforced. Period. The more acknowledging and supportive and reinforcing you are around this single behavior, the more likely they are to continue to come into your studio. Remember, what is the single most important thing influencing their success? You have to show up. At MedFitness, we like to say, nothing happens if you don't show up. So always reinforce attendance. And then number 3 is acknowledge their hard work. We know as practitioners, hard work leads to results. We know that results are reinforcing. And so you want to do everything possible to support, acknowledge, and reinforce the effort that they put into the workout. And by the way, it's helpful if they know this isn't a beatdown just because high intensity training is popular. They need to know you're on their side. And if they know you're on your side, they're more likely to continue that behavior long term. So always acknowledge their hard work. And lastly, always position strength training as a forever behavior. Yes, it's good for your clients because they stay with the habit. It's even